Good morning, guys. Just in time for back to school shopping, let's talk about how to buy shoes for your child for shoes for school. I get that question all the time, so let's go ahead and let's talk about this. First thing we need to do is make sure that the arch does not bend. Right between here and here should be nice and stable. You should not easily bend. Where you should bend is at the toes, right about here. Because if the arch bends too much, that's where it leads to heel pain, plantar fasciitis, or in younger kids get growth plate pain. In this foot model you see, that's where some adults have pain. That's called plantar fasciitis or heel pain. In kids, they have a growth plate running from here to here, from up here all the way down to here. It's a growth plate. Sometimes kids can have heel pain. If you squeeze their heel and they have pain, that's time to see a foot doctor. If kids continuously limp, it's time to see a foot doctor. So for back to school shopping, a couple of other advices. Make sure when you measure your shoes, your child is standing on the measuring device and not sitting down, non-weight bearing. Because when you do stand, your foot does flatten out. The best way to explain to a patient is your foot is like a triangle. When you stand, your foot does elongate. Now this goes for adults also. So make sure when you measure your foot, you need to be standing. For adults, you should be measured every year. For a child, almost every 6 months, you should really get measured to make sure that the shoes properly fit. Majority of adults and kids wear shoes that are too small. You really should have a half an inch between the end of your shoe and the longest toe. Usually the big toe, sometimes the second toe. You need to have a half an inch when you're standing in your shoe. So what I typically do for a quick test is I put my finger down, I put my thumb down on the shoe. I can show that to you. You need that half an inch right about here. The big toe or the second toe should be behind here. When you press down, you should not be hitting the longest toe when you check it. So otherwise, another important factor is you need to measure the width of the shoe. Is very important, the width. So when you're measuring on the measuring device, not only the length that you need to worry about, the width is also important too. A lot of people don't know this, but typical shoe companies, they'll make a B to a C type size shoe, size wise. So A narrow, B, C, and then you go to D and E, which are wider. The shoe measuring device will also give you a width. Again, when you're standing up and measuring, your foot actually elongates and widens. Now this is why you need to stand up and get measured. So this is Dr. Kevin Lamb from the Family Foot and Leg Center. Hopefully this will give you a little insight into how to buy shoes and right in time for back to school shoe shopping.